spinning in a spiral rotation in a solar system creation. The sun has begun to flourish with life's new beginnings of souls and spirits, allowing Mother Nature to nourish the veggie fruits and trees, giving all this world needs to provide and plant the particular seeds. I sprinkle hearts across the worldwide seas. I give them a beat to bump, jump, and leech on plums or hollow bodies laying on a beautiful beach. Just around sunrise, I arrive in a falling comet to come in contact with each of the new well-beings. I begin to teach, but first I want all the teas to taste and eat a piece of peach to let the mind explore the essence of sweets. The next day I give instructions for the protectors to guard this planet to never cause destruction. Life is the main key for our world survival. Now that I've taught Mother Earth's disciples, I have carved out a brickstone Bible for the next 10,000 generations to follow. Every day that's about to come, we'll call it tomorrow. The entity of my body will wallow in water, making life easier than harder. Now I close my eyes, praying to myself I won't wake up in sorrow, but maybe awake in Apollo site to start a short, small earthquake to see the super summit of Kilimanjaro. 4.55 billion years later, as a creator, I can't sleep no longer. The human mentality has grown stronger since my sensibility has caught up to me. My ability to keep the tranquility between my people's self-owned serenity has grown into greed from the start of technology. Now you got scientists calling my life's work biology. I'm happy to know the descendants of my disciples have formed many philosophies. I feel a ripple which may have crippled the flow of energy. A demand for wealth and power I see on through a TV. And what's this? A military. Still in my eye from the sky, I've recognized fake doves flying, imitating what I visualize. This isn't going right. I decided to stay up all night to find out there's hundreds of hovering satellites making connections to only show one's affection. Little do they know they're making thousands of tiny holes in our ozone layer of protection. The ideas to solve human problems in the world have only resulted in different solutions, rounded to the nearest pollution. My honeybees ain't producing, they're lost, stuck in confusion, deprived from living their lives, never to return to their own beehives. A strategy I have formulated is to hammer the hands of alacrity and replace them with the palms of integrity, to increase the beauty of this world, to keep this planet entirely at peace. It's really cold when 1% of the population practically owns all the gold to hold. There's got to be some kind of money making craving control, or else all these crazy cycles aren't going to listen to what they're being told. My heart is becoming old. I see parts of my body becoming to mold. So don't rest money on a silver platter to press, push, and compress, especially not on my chest. The stress is too heavy for me to ingest. The land of living is not a contest to see who lives the best, or else you're gonna make others depressed, cause a tsunami of protests. So please, give fortune to the less fortunate. This is Mother Earth's love, caring, and sharing test.
It's not a very sexy name. Part 1. Universe to Poet. You, poet, where were you when your sisters cried out for help? Laughing Gull, Loon, Least Turn, Roseate Spoonbill. Where? When glossy ibis, snowy egret, little blue heron, mutely called from the oily slime. You didn't hear the hoarse quirk of the stilt sandpiper, the peeplow of the piping clover? Where is your tongue, poet? Can you go to the pain? Can you speak, shout, gasp the truth, free your curdled tongue? Poet, where were you when Brother Turtle, Loggerhead, Leatherback, Hawksbill, Kemp's Ridley, crawled from the suffocating sea to find breath? When the bluefin tuna, the whale shark, the bottlenose dolphin drowned in their own element? Why were you not there to shield cormorant, brown pelican, phalarope, frigate bird? Have you spoken to anyone of the dead and the dying? Coral reef, starfish, soft coral sea fan, brown and caked with death? Where is the silky stroke of your civilized tongue when Brother Osprey's great wings are spread over oozing sand, craw in spasm, eye clouded? Dying from the Last Supper, he who could never speak your language, he who understands the unspeakable. When did the strands that bound you to him break? Do you not understand love? Part 2. Poet to Universe. Universe! Universe, are you still there? Good. I have a few questions for you. Where were you when the people of Bhopal crouched, huddled under filthy wraps, holding mute and twisted-limbed babes, milky blind eyes staring into your firmament, unseeing? And what were you doing when Chernobyl spat thyroid cancer like God's breath over the Slavs, helpless, unable to flee the nuclear wind? Tell me, did you hover above the Aral Sea when it was drained of its life-giving blood to flow into the coffers of the already fattened few? And did you smile upon the tilted hulks of ships stranded in mid-journey, perched atop toxic sands rising with the winds, spreading across the land to fondle its people? Universe, you who watch without comment war, pestilence, famine, disease, deception, extinction, plague, flood, volcano, earthquake, tell me again about love. And Michael, we have two.
Heidi Seiler and Helena Bassett.
Helena Bassett and Heidi Seiler.
Right, so we're going to try our best to, make the group thing work. Yeah.
Speaking to that mic.
Yeah, exactly. I have lived my entire life on a dirt road. 17 years of picking my way through foot-deep ruts that form like canyons in the wetter seasons. My road is not county maintained, but the miles that separate my home from the county system of certainty is the distance that allowed my family to come to know a different kind of sensibility. My mother is the handle of the frying pan that you never want to touch. My father is the cooking share you only drink when you're desperate. Riddles dribble off his chin like sphinxes after one too many drinks. There are so many ways to be a cactus when I see him. So I am cactus in the morning, grow low to the ground, don't need anyone tough in the morning, rough and tumbleweeds in the morning. I wear dust like an evening gown, and it slides off me in tear tracks during the monsoon season, but my family keeps a sense of solidarity nestled deep in the Mesa Sea, where I blister 60-mile-an-hour winds until I sand my parents thin. Because I learned how to spar on the muddy battleground of my mother's insults, jagged, tempered glass, strewn ceramic insults, this center of chaos. Cowboy boots and books with spines cracked open like they're praying to God, sharp as the taste of blood and honed like a lead-tipped spear. My family is as colorful as the New Mexico skyline. My father is a foreboding purple cloud, gurgling with agitation and too much wine. My mother is the depressed gray curtains that blanket our mesas. We are the sharp intensity of a perfectly blue sky in February. We are adobe. All walls and mud in our chest. The pebbles in our skin form like extensions of our skeletons. Grass veins darning our bricks like sewing needles. My siblings and I were raised like an army. Sage green and rowdy. But we were all made of mud, riddled with straw, sunshine, and shit. Our house is built like an incoherent thought, each wall running short of completion and sporadically branching to a new material at every corner. My father would tack on another room, shaky as his promises, trying to accommodate for our expanding dreams, but it never concerned us. Our four-chambered home occupied our chests, built like adobe, sturdy and more durable than most. We just craved more mud to build with. The only promise we need is made of dirt, nestled deep in the mesa of our family. A promise of home.